Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial using the Dose of Colors Desi and Katy palette using some of the shades that I haven't used. So first I am I am just using concealer, and I'm gonna go in with the burgundy shade that's in this palette. This one's called Girl Bye, and I'm applying that all over the crease area, and I'm gonna build up the color. You're gonna notice that I'm doing kind of like a curvy shape, because at first I was gonna do a cut crease, and then later I was like, never mind, I want to do something else. So I am going in with the light brown, and again I'm doing that curvy motion, but don't worry about that. You don't have to do that. If you want to recreate this look, just go all the way across, because I'm gonna end up going all the way across anyway. And I wanted to use these shades because I hadn't used any of these, well, besides the light shimmery one, but I only used that one in the inner corner. So I'm gonna go back and forth. I'm using the burgundy shade again, and I'm just gonna keep blending towards the top, and you're gonna see me switch brushes between this brush and the Morphe M514, which is the small little blending brush, as I blend towards the top. Now I'm going to take my concealer, and I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way, and I'm going to create my halo eye starting in the center of the eye until I like the shape of it. And now I'm going to go over it to remove the excess product, and I'm going to start blending the concealer towards the inner corner and towards the outer corner with just whatever I have left on the brush. I don't want to add too much product because I don't want it to look that intense on those areas. I want that to kind of fade. So there I am, just fixing up any little areas that I want. So I'm gonna go in with this shade, and you guys, that shade is very flaky. It gives me so much fallout, and it looks nice the way that it is there. I already had some on my face though. It was just starting to get a little too much. So I did decide to go ahead and spray it with the Mario Badescu spray. I do remember whenever I used it on the inner corners that it did give me fallout. I remember I was like, wow, I have so much shimmer on my under eyes. And I think I mentioned it to you guys. I'm pretty sure I did in that video, but this one I was applying a lot more, so it was more obvious. So right there it is, looking nice with it being sprayed, so you don't get as much fallout. Now I'm using the pink shimmery one, and this one gives me, even though it gives me a lot of fallout, it gives me a different application. Like, it just feels like it's less flaky, not so much, not so loose like the lighter one. And I'm going over that with a lighter shade just to make sure that the edges are blended out. And then I'm going to take the burgundy shade, the matte one, and go over the cut to intensify it and just emphasize the cut that I have there. I'm just going over it one more time with the blending brush to make sure that, you know, it doesn't look off. It looks blended. Okay, now for eyeliner, I'm using the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. This is the one that I use all the time. This is my favorite eyeliner. It is really black, really matte. It's really easy to use. And I'm going to create kind of a thick wing, but not so much, not super long either. And I'm still using the tape, so it gives me that nice clean edge. And I'm just going to do my wing. There you go, a nice clean edge. Sometimes it doesn't happen though. So now I'm removing the fallout and applying my eyeliner. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 waterline pencil in the color black. And I'm gonna start off with the light brown shade first. I'm gonna apply that on my lower lash line, and I'm gonna blend that towards the bottom just to make sure that it peeks through once I apply the darker shades closer to my lash line. And I'm gonna take the pink one and apply that very close to my waterline. After that, I am going to use that same waterline pencil and apply it on the lower lash line as well, and I'm going to smudge it out. I really need to sharpen this pencil, like seriously, what are you doing? And I'm gonna smudge it out with this flat brush, and I'm gonna go over that with the burgundy shade to smoke it out some more. So now I'm just going to curl my eyelashes and add mascara. It is the worst close-up of a mascara tube, but that's it right there. It is the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara, and I'm going to apply this on the top lashes and on the lower lashes. I'm also going to use some falsies today. I'm going to use the Icon Drunk in Love style, and I'm going to go ahead and put those on. These are some very pretty fluffy eyelashes. I like this style too. And I'm applying a little bit more mascara. I'm going to go into the mascara like 3 times throughout the video. And I'm again removing more of the fallout, just, you know, trying to take off as much as possible. And I'm going to use my Hangover RX. You're going to see me softly apply the products like on this side of my face where I'm touching it right now, because this is like the first day that I put makeup on after I got my wisdom tooth pulled out. So yeah, I'm just gonna go very lightly on that side. And I'm also applying the spray. You guys know that I got the wrong Clinique lotion, if you remember me mentioning that before in another video. And I got it for oily skin, so I always feel like I have to moisturize a lot more because I'm using the wrong moisturizer. And I mixed the Natasha Denona Transfer Matte Foundation with the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin. One of them is really thick, the other one is really watery. They're both super full coverage. They both look really nice separately, but I tried it once mixing them and it looks really nice, so that's why I did it again for this look. And I'm going to use the Benefit Boing Brightening Concealer and apply that on my under eye area, and then I'm just going to blend it out with my Beauty Blender. This is like little magic in a tube, in a little container. I love this stuff. And then to brighten, or to highlight, I mean, I'm going to use the Cover FX Power Play Concealer and apply that on the highlighting areas, under my eyes, on my forehead, on my nose, on my cupid's bow, on my chin, all that. I don't think I ever really show you me blending everything out. I kind of like skip through it a little bit, make it go a little quicker. And for baking, I'm using the CoverGirl Loose Powder, and I'm gonna apply that on the highlighting areas, especially underneath my eyes. And I'm also gonna set my entire foundation with this same powder. I'm not going to leave the powder for a long time on my under eyes. I am going to quickly remove that once I'm done setting my face. For contouring, well, I'm going back to the mascara. But for contouring, I'm going to use the Lorac Mega Pro palette. And I'm removing a little bit of the foundation from my lips, but I'm using the Mega Pro palette to contour a little bit. I'm gonna build it up slowly, but it is gonna be like a nice light contour. And I'm going to clean up the contour with that same powder. I'm going to leave it there for a little bit as I apply my blush. And this was actually the first time using this new product. And this is the Hourglass Pink Palette, the Volume 4. And I'm applying the mauve shade. It's like the purpley one. The purple blush that's in there. And now I'm going to remove the baking powder. I'm going to apply the bronzer also from this palette. And I was happy because it looked really pretty on me. It has a nice little shimmer to it. I do have a comparison video between this pink Hourglass palette and the gold one that they came out with a few weeks ago. If you want to check that one out, it's up there in the little I button. And I compare them both. My favorite one out of the two is the first one, which is the gold one. But you can check it out and you can see all of the swatches and the comparison between the two palettes if you're interested in that. And I was just showing you how it looks with and without the bronzer. I was actually recording that probably for like the demo, and I don't think I included it in the demo video, but anyways, I showed it to you here. So I'm using the finishing powders in this palette and applying that on my under eyes and on other areas of my face just to give me an extra glow. And I'm gonna use the highlight here, and at first it wasn't that intense. And I even think I like shrugged my shoulders a little bit. I was probably like thinking to myself, you know, it's okay. But then I applied a little bit more and it looked really pretty. Like it does get glowy. And then I also built up the highlight on my nose, on my cupid's bow, and I also applied it on my brow bone. I do end up applying this on my inner corners, but I don't think I showed you. I don't know why I didn't film that part, but it wasn't there. But I did apply it on my inner corners as well, since I hadn't applied any highlight or any eyeshadow in there. And then for lipstick, I'm using Uncuffed by Fenty Beauty, and it is a nice mauve shade. I'm checking to see if I like it, and I do because it matches the eyeshadows perfectly. It was like such a nice look. I love the combination of the eyes matching the lips, and it just looked really pretty. And now I'm just setting everything with my Too Faced Hangover RX. But this is the complete look. I hope you guys liked it. I really like the way that it turned out. And thank you so much for watching it. I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.